Not sure if you've ever had an experience with a water diviner before. I remember as a kid growing up and I watched The Man from Snowy River, an amazing movie, but in that there was this old chap that carried around a couple of sticks and he used those sticks to pick up water underground. And it's always fascinated me to think, is that actually legit? Does that happen? I've read a few reports that rule it out, but some people that I've spoken to and some plumbers said, yeah, it's true, they've seen it. The water or the wires are actually looking to pick up a current, nearly like an electrical current underground that's been created by water moving underground. And so I thought I'd get a water divine around this week to see if there was a better spot for a bore than where we have it now. At the moment, our bore is 137 meters deep and we get half a litre a second, which sounds okay, but that's just over 3,000 litres a day, and it really doesn't go far on our property. And so as a result, we've planted heaps of plants that cope with the dry, but I want to find another spot. And so this guy came round. I've captured some video footage of the day when he was roaming around. You'll hear him talk. He's a little bit muffled because he has a coin in his mouth, which is a little bit strange. I should have asked him why. But you'll also see him, he uses one stick that's quite a fair bit longer, and that sort of seems to point him in the direction of an underground flow. And then he uses another one that's one piece but in the shape of nearly a horseshoe that raises when he's above the water flow. And so he uses it. He's found a spot on our property that he says is really productive. And he does this weird thing, and I captured it on video, where he stands on the spot and he just treads on the spot, and then he calls out numbers. The first number was 55, and he said that he thinks the water table is 55 feet at that point, so about 18 meters deep. Clearly we're not going to know until we get a drill around to drill a hole and see if it's productive, and we'll put the permit in to try and do that. But I thought it was really interesting. I thought I would share it with you. And he also gave a reading as he was standing on the spot treading of what flow rate he would expect. You can see he's using the horseshoe shape wire here, which sits up at about that point, and then he grabs the longer stick, and that seems to point him in the direction of the flow. So this is the process he took, where he's stepping out how many feet deep the water table is. So somehow doing this on the spot and holding that wire with a coin in your mouth, hopefully the coin in the mouth was relevant or helped him with understanding depth. If not, it was quite an unnecessary choking hazard. But either way, he did this for a while, and in a minute you'll hear him, or in a couple of seconds you'll hear him call out 55, and that's where the water level is.
$55.
Yep.